Alrighty guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through parallel and perpendicular to each line, okay? So first thing that we're going to do is go through parallel. Now, don't mind me and my messy writing, but we'll see how this works. Okay, so for parallel, yeah, that's brutal, eh? If you can remember what parallel means, now hopefully all of you guys are saying in your head, it never touches. You're right, it never touches. So those are supposed to be perfectly straight. If it means it's parallel, that means the lines never touch. This is brutal. Whatever. Okay. What does that mean? It means the slope is the same. Just the slope. I don't care about the y-intercept, okay? Remember, y-intercept is b. So if we were to put up a Cartesian plane, and I were to give you a line that looks like this, let's say this is 4. It doesn't matter, okay? And let's say my slope, remember it's represented by b, y, I don't know, is 3. Again, hypothetical. So that means my new line is going to have the exact same slope, but my y-intercept's different. Let's say that's 1. So for example, my blue line would be y is equal to 3x plus 4. Where my red line would be y is equal to 3x plus 1. Now, if you guys are not remembering this, or you're like, oh my god, what is she talking about? You're going to have to review your stuff. So, when it comes to that, you just have to make sure that the slope are the same, okay? And that will help you answer my parallel questions. Oops, it switched on me. Okay. Perpendicular is a little different. Oops. I don't know if I can scroll. Maybe not, eh? Oh, there we go. Okay, so perpendicular is a little different. Brutal. Okay. Perpendicular means it is the opposite. So, it means they cross at 90 degrees. So if I were to have my Cartesian plane, and I were to have a line that looks like this, my other line would look like that. Exactly opposite. Again, we're just dealing with slope. Okay? So, what does that mean? So, for example, let's say this line here, let's say it's the same line as before. So, y is equal to 3x plus 4. Okay, because that's what we had earlier, right? 3x plus 4, 3x plus 4. My red line, its slope's going to be, now as you can see, the red line is going down. So what does that tell me about the slope? Yes, you're right, it's negative. Now I'm going to show you something else. Not only is it negative, it's going to be 1 over 3x because it's a slope. And let's say right here is what? 1 again? Okay. So plus 1. Oops. Should be red. Sorry guys, still learning. Plus 1. So what do you notice about the slopes? Slopes are the other sign and it's flipped. Okay, because you guys are all mathematicians, I am sure that you remember that technically 3 is over the number 1, correct? Awesome. So if we flip this number, it's going to look like 1 over 3. And that's perpendicular, okay? It means it's the exact opposite. So, if I go to this, the only things here that I care about, guys, are the slopes. Okay? Slope, slope, slope. Slope is the only thing that matters. That says matters. Okay, so for example, how about I just give you guys the answers for the first 2 only because I'm super nice. So for parallel, as we can see, if we go back to this, I'm going to scroll up. The lines never touch, so the slopes are the same. So I'm going to go back to this guy. That means my slope for this guy is going to be the exact same. So that means y is equal to 2x. And I don't care about the y-intercept. If you make it plus 5, it's the exact same thing. So that doesn't help. So do a different intercept. So let's just say it's minus 1. There. That's it. That's right. Good for you. Woohoo! Now, perpendicular, what did we say? They cross at 90 degrees. So because we're just dealing with the slope, they're the opposite sign and it's flipped. That's me banging on the thing because I'm trying to show my excitement. So we go back to this guy. We just care about the slope. So that means it's going to be y is equal to opposite sign. This is originally positive, so now this is going to be negative. My slope is 2. Oops. It's technically 2, which is 2 over 1. So that means my slope's 1 over 2. Don't forget your x because we're dealing with slope. And then again, actually the y-intercept can stay the same for this one. But again, let's just change it to plus 1. Okay, so that's how to do number 3. What I'm going to do between each question is just stop the video and make a new one, like I said earlier. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Sorry about the rambling. That's what I do. You guys should be used to it by now. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to move on to the next 2.